Hi, so let's talk about the job options. We had talked about in some other videos about people say there are no jobs in the area. And I just want to talk about some of the employers because, again, we are so fortunate with so many different companies in the area and such a diverse option in this community with manufacturing to service to just so many different types of business, food industries, and I'm just going to go down the list and kind of talk about a few of these and just what maybe what they're done, what they do. Gosh, I can't even talk today. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about is going back to a little bit of Freeport's history. And Freeport has a lot of German history, and the Germans were the first start of insurance. So they used to kind of barter, we'll cover this if you cover this. And so they really started that whole insurance concept in layman's terms of, how they kind of started that fashion. And so there are several large insurance companies based here and that have offices here. So that's one of the first things. MetLife has been purchased by Farmers Insurance, but everyone knows both of those names. So that's a huge part. Sentry Insurance is also a large company here in town, and there are several other insurance companies. We talk about manufacturing and Honeywell MicroSwitch, so making thermostats and switches, and so they are throughout the whole world and make a lot of diverse type of things. They are in the aeronautical industry and, like I said, the heating and cooling industry, and just so many controllers and switches and stuff that they make. So Newell, Rubbermaid, Levelor, Kirsch. So that is several different entities there. But Rubbermaid, of course, we all know what they do, and Levelor, Kirsch, the blinds, and so such a wide variety of things there. Many of their offices here are staffing and not as much manufacturing, but they do make some here. So TriStar Metals was a company that was founded here, and they make a lot of different, as you can imagine, metal manufacturing, custom work for a lot of different industries. All of the different food industries have really grown over the years, and we're seeing such a growth in companies like Berner Foods, in Nuestro Queso cheese, in CoreFX, in I know there's one I'm forgetting, so I'm checking my list. Pearl Valley Farms, Pearl Valley Ag and Egg. So again, the food industry, whether they're making, and SnakKing, and also Seaga Manufacturing makes the vending machines. And there's Mrs. Mike's, Mrs. Fisher. And so there's just so many different food industry also, whether they're making health food, drinks, snacks, just across the board, so many different options and so many different things that go on in the different food industries. Of course, we have a lot of medical as well, being the county seat here in Stevenson County and Freeport, and being the regional base for everyone for their medical care. So Monroe Clinic has offices here, as well as the Freeport Health Network, and so FHN has the hospital here, and then has several clinics that they see all kinds of different specialties here. And they also, each of those different companies partner with other larger hospitals to bring in other specialists and there's also a cancer center here so that people don't have to drive for cancer treatments, and they also partner with larger hospitals to bring in different specialists and things like that. A lot of partnering goes on these days, so that way that specialist doesn't need to drive, let's say, from Madison or Chicago, but they can be here virtually and go through things and, and talk to patients and look at test results and consult with patients and things like that. Titan Tire has been here for years, making large industrial sized tires. They've made farm equipment and large semi and, not your traditional car tire. Mostly they do, but also, mostly the larger industry. So Danfoss, another manufacturing company here in town, Anchor Harvey, also another manufacturing, Stewart and Associates. So they have several different entities from security company to a background company, to an inbound call center. So a lot of different things under the Stewart and Associates umbrella. Helm Group and Morse Group. Helm Group is usually large construction, roads and bridges, and large infrastructure and things like that. But they also do other things as well. Morse Group, typically electrical, but large electrical. So power grids and again infrastructure and big development and large solar farms and things like that. So large infrastructure, not just for a residential home. We talked about some of the food industry. I skipped Kolb, Lena cheese, so they're also another food manufacturing. Modern plating, again another metal working and metal manufacturing. Malcolm Eaton Enterprises, FehrGraham, and it just, like I said, the list goes on of so many different employers. And those are all what we would consider larger employers that employ 50, 100, multiple, several hundred employees, not to mention all of the small family-owned businesses. There are so many different boutiques and family-run businesses here throughout the city and the county, from furniture stores, clothes stores, to gift boutiques, to jewelers, like I said, a lot of little different custom, entities that have filled those needs. Shoe store, clothing stores, I can't list them all, just off the top of my head, right? I don't like to have a script, and so I don't want to go off of the whole checklist. Like I said, just such a diverse population, which also brings us back to that diversity in the community, diversity in job options, diversity in pay scale of options, whether you're starting out at a minimum wage or just above, or whether you're a professional and have your degree and a master's degree, and then also all of the trades. So again, being the county seat and being the largest city in the county, this is where most of all of our trades are based, is for electrical and plumbing and heating and cooling and all of your repair type of contractors, appliance repairs, even furniture rehab and things like that. Several resale stores as well that make sure that trying to keep things out of the dump and keeping things resold, or rehabbed, a lot of that old stuff, because we have a lot of old antiques in the area. So I hope that really helps a little bit, give you a little picture of the diversity of the job options and the employers and the different types of companies in the area. As you have questions, comment below, subscribe. You'll get updates on other videos as we're posting. You can message, you can comment below, you can give me a call, 815-275-6610. We look forward to helping you and look forward to answering any questions in the future. Have a great day.